Alright, today we're gonna do something new. I'm gonna show you an unboxing of this. Look at this. This is the Tilta camera cage for the FX3. We're gonna do an unboxing, install, then I'm gonna run you through a review of what I think of this beautiful camera cage. Let's go. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Desmond and I make videos for creative dads and parents that want to take better photos and shoot better videos. And today we're about to unbox the Tilta camera cage for the FX3. Obviously, I've already done that, but I want to walk you through the unboxing experience because it took me over a month to get my hands on this. It's been back ordered for a while. Then I want to show you the install. And after that, we'll just talk about what I think about this new camera cage on my FX3. All right, so let's just crack this box open. This is the Tilta camera cage for the Sony FX3. I've been waiting on this for a while actually. So I ordered this probably over a month ago and it's been back ordered since. Here's the box that it came in. I also ordered the top handle. I'll crack this open afterwards, but let's just unbox this. Then I'll throw it onto the camera. So packaging is nice. I like this matte black look and I also like this really muted design here with the gunmetal gray and white. Pretty nice packaging, more than I expected, honestly. I've seen the small rig packages. They don't look great, but this is nice. Okay, so here's the main cage. Comes in the bubble wrap. We're gonna set this aside for now while we dig in. Sony FX3 user manual. Pretty cool. Full cage. Yes, so I got the full cage. Cool. We're gonna set this aside. And in here, what is this? We've got a plate, like a Swiss plate right here. This piece is meant to go on top. So let's get all this stuff out and put aside. So take a look here. Very nice. Also, you'll notice that these screws stay in. They're held in so you don't have to worry about losing them when you take them on and off of your FX3. Then it looks like we've got some extra screws, a little Tilta tool, and we'll put this aside. That's it. Put that box out of the way. Then the last piece is this. Let's go ahead and get this out. Now this is a nice handle. See that? Tilta logo. Got cold shoe right here with a easy lock. Okay, so let's take a look at the main cage bubble wrap. Here we go. So look at that. Okay, so let's go ahead and just put this together. All right, obviously we've got my FX3. Okay, so first question I think a lot of people are gonna ask is, why would you put a cage on a cageless design? Well, a couple things. I like having a top handle, but having a top handle connected via this hot shoe is kind of dangerous. You're holding this really expensive camera by this little thing. So first piece that I want to add is this. so we've got our top mount. I'm just gonna show you right here, right, Tilta. These screws don't fall out, so let's just place it on top. We've got our tool. Now, the next piece here is the main cage. Main cage goes on pretty easily, so we're gonna go like this. Going to slide it on, as you can see, from here, here, and the bottom. To put this upside down, I'm going to take my tool again, and I'm just going to go ahead and tighten. Okay, as you can see here, looking real good so far. Okay. So keep in mind there's a smaller screw for one side and there's a... All right, and last one is right there. Gonna drop that right in there. All right, look at that. Bottom. This is also Arca Swiss compatible, so you could just easily mount this to the Arca Swiss plate. Look, okay, and the last piece. Take this. Wonderful. This magnetic clip attaches the tool right to this. So this tool is really all you need to disassemble this. And here you've got it. Okay, with everything unboxed and assembled, this is the final product. All right, so look at this. It is so nice. I think this looks awesome. And again, some of you might be asking, like, D, you bought this FX3, you talked about the cage's design. Why did you want a cage for this? I don't know. Honestly, it is really just about options. For me, this is cool. It's kind of like a suit of armor for my $4,000 camera. And the more I've been using it, the less I've been worried about size and the compactness of it, because I use it on a tripod. And even when I'm like running and gunning with this, it never feels unwieldy. So having the cage on actually doesn't add a lot of additional weight or size to this, right? Especially if I remove this top handle, which I won't use all the time, but having an easy way to plop on and off that top handle and also have the safety of these two mounted screws is really nice. This top handle is still a smaller profile than the one that's included with the FX3. But if you're looking at this, there really isn't a lot of extra size added to this. I'm probably gonna remove this leather strap. I don't see myself using it a lot, but it is really comfortable to have in the hand, and it's kind of nice. Maybe I'll keep it. I don't know. But everything else about this cage is really nice. It's really well built. I love that the screws stay in, and then also the other important thing is I love that the included Tilta tool is magnetized. So there's a small magnet on the bottom of the cage and a recessed space, perfect for this. So when you're not using it, it'll magnetize right to the bottom of your cage, and you've always got this tool to mount and unmount your accessories if you need it. Okay, so let's just talk about build quality really quick. I think it almost goes without saying that the Tilta build quality is really nice and it feels very well refined. The finish is pretty much perfect, no imperfections in the paint job and the way that this was done. I will say that this paint isn't as durable as you would expect. Again, when I was mounting this to the Peak Design travel tripod, I was having a difficult time trying to figure out the alignment to make sure it fit with those two metal bars in the way. So it nicked a little bit of paint off the bottom. I don't think that matters, but just know that if you have metal to metal contact with your cage, this first coat of black paint will probably get scratched. It'll come off, but it's fine. Really nice smooth finish. I love that all the screws fit flush, nothing protrudes. Everything is really nice, no sharp edges to like hurt yourself on. Obviously with the top rail, I've got my cold shoe adapter right here, so you could mount your shotgun mic. I'm gonna use it for my Tilta top handle, which I'll talk about in a second. There's an additional cold shoe mount on the left. So if you wanted to mount your audio there and have your top handle, you can totally do that. I think with a shotgun mic, you're probably gonna get some interference in terms of your mic holder and your mic mount touching the top handle. Another piece is you've got another cold shoe on the bottom corner. I would probably use this bottom corner one for a wireless microphone. It stays out of the way, it's on the left side, and it has direct access to the audio 3.5mm jack here, which is great. And then again, like with any cage, you've got a ton of 1/4-20 mounts all over this cage. Okay, with that said, let's put the cage down. Let's talk about this top handle. I love the look of this top handle. Really nice, really sleek. So you'll notice here, you can simply slide it into place, screw it in. It's a really easy mount screw here. It's also held in so you won't lose the screw, and it is spring activated. So you just apply a little pressure downwards, start to engage in the twisting motion, and then boom, it will screw on, and it is incredibly tight and really, really nice to hold. Really smooth finishes here, and then you get an additional cold shoe mount on top on both sides of this handle, and they've got a small locking mechanism. The reason why I got this one over the other ones from Tilta is this. So if you watch, there's a button on top, it says press. I'm gonna go ahead, press, twist, and click. Now, you can move this into a vertical position, and that's really nice. So I'm just gonna go ahead and twist, get it back into position, and we're good to go. I wanna use a top handle, and I don't wanna use that in the hot shoe mount. I think hanging a $4,000 camera by that tiny little anchor point just does not make sense. So originally I bought this just for that. I think it was totally worth it to buy an entire cage just to have the security of knowing that where I'm hanging my expensive camera and lens from is perfectly secure. It happened to be a pleasant surprise that the rest of this cage is just designed so beautifully that when I added it on, it really looks like an extension of the camera. It does not add a lot of bulk or weight, not the way that I imagined it in the pictures. So it is a lot smaller and sleeker than you would expect. The other reason that I really like this cage is the Arca-Swiss compatible bottom rail. I like that it's built in so I don't have to add an additional mount. I had one on here originally, so I think adding extra space to the bottom was no big deal for me. And the nice thing too is now that it is, instead of a Peak Design little square piece, you have an entire flush Arca-Swiss compatible rail. So when I set this down on the table, it actually sits upright versus kind of tilting forward or left and right and kind of falling over because it was really just sitting on that little square piece. And then the extra quarter 20 mounting points, the cold shoe mounting points, all of that is just really nice to have. Like I said, I'm not as worried about this being a compact carry. And honestly, once you take the handle off, this is barely any larger than it used to be. And since I'm used to carrying cameras like the A7R4 with that big EVF, we don't have to worry about that. This additional top piece doesn't even add much more space than an EVF, so it's actually really nice without the top handle. Anyways, with that said, I would totally recommend picking this up if you can get your hands on it. I know that FX3 cages have been back ordered for a while. I ordered a top rail piece from Condor Blue like a month before I ordered this, and that still hasn't shown up. So, you know, hopefully you guys get lucky and get your hands on something like this. But I figured since not a lot of people have this, I wanted to get a video out quick and dirty, just show you what you can expect if you are waiting on a pre-order or a back-ordered version of this. All right, if y'all like this content, please like and subscribe for more. I really appreciate it. See you in the next one.